How to get laid like a warlord. 37 rules for approaching model tier women. This video is going to cover everything there is to know about getting the highest caliber girls from cold approach. When it comes to getting 9s and 10s, there's a holy trinity to it, and it's comprised of frame control, inner game, and passing shit tests. Part 1. The attraction process through mastering frame control. Rule number 1. Women are attracted to you because you have a stronger frame than they do. This is the basis of the attraction process. There's really nothing else to it. Attraction is purely a function of the fact that 1. You are a man, and 2. You have a stronger frame than the girl. So if you're one of those types of guys that starts crying or gets upset and loses your emotional control over the things that females tell you, like if they say you're too short, or if you're not rich enough for them, or you're too ugly for them, and you lose your shit, that's you losing your frame, and females have no choice but to agree with you. This is because women are the submissive sex. They literally have no choice but to submit to what men present them with. Before we go any further, it's important that we take the time to understand what exactly frame is. And although frame is a wide and complex topic that deserves its own video, we'll just keep it simple for now. Frame, when loosely and simply defined, means the context in which a subject is perceived. So let's go ahead and come up with an example. You're going to be the subject, and Stacy is going to perceive you as a nobody and a loser. However, in your own frame, in your own perception, you're a fucking awesome catch, and your frame is so strong that no matter how many times Stacy calls you a loser, you still know you're fucking awesome, which causes Donna to get wet for you because she starts to think that you're awesome too. She has entered your frame. So you can think of frame as a verb. It's literally the action of being in someone's reality or subscribing to a certain perception of reality. Another example would be, let's say you decide to ask Amanda out, and Amanda says that you should just be friends. If you accept this proposal, you are operating in Amanda's frame. You have entered her reality. However, if you decline that proposal and instead suggest that you two should meet up when she's interested in something else, you are now operating within your own frame, your own reality. And Amanda may come around and decide to enter your frame, to enter your reality. That is frame simplified. Rule number 2. Women would rather fuck an ugly guy with a strong frame than a handsome man with a weak one. Evolution has designed women to be very flexible in terms of who they'll become attracted to. We've seen it all the time. You're in your college campus and you're walking towards your class and suddenly you see a couple. An unfortunate looking motherfucker paired off with a hot bodied female. Big tits, cute perky round ass, and an amazingly gorgeous face. And you're just sitting there wondering to yourself, how did he get her? Well, he got her because women would rather fuck an ugly guy with a strong frame of mind, so like a natural leader, than a handsome guy with a weak frame of mind, so, somebody who's cowardly or insecure or uncertain. This is because women who chose to fuck the uncertain guys have their genes rooted out of existence. I mean, come on. If you're gonna shiver and shake and not even know what words to say to a woman, how in the hell are you gonna be able to get food and hunt and provide for your family? It's just not gonna happen. So because of this, women are very adaptable as to who they can become attracted to. They have the capacity to get wet for almost any man as long as his frame is stronger than hers. Rule number 3. A girl can only get horny for you if you have a stronger frame than her. Think of this like a mathematical equation. There is no getting around it, there's no cheating it, and no short-circuiting it. It is an immutable law. Women want to submit to you. They need to submit to a strong man. However, she cannot submit to you if your frame is weaker than hers. Physiologically, girls can't even become wet for a guy who has a weaker frame than they do. It's literally impossible. This is why you may have one of your really hot friends, or you may be a hot guy yourself, yet whenever you find that you're talking to a female who starts off smiling at you, but the things you say and the way you say them and the way you present yourself ends up with her pussy drying out like the Saharan desert. So, now you may be wondering, well, AFTSOV, you've told me why, but how? How do I develop a stronger frame? That leads us to rule number 4. Just be a man, act like you have the answers. You may be wondering, what is a strong frame? Fundamentally, it's a sense of certainty and confidence in everything you do. One surefire way to develop a rock-solid frame is to expose yourself to high-stress situations and to triumph in the face of them. Success will of course breed your confidence, but a good indicator of strong frame is the ability to fail without having it faze you. So basically what I'm saying is, the more chicks you ask out, the better and stronger your frame's gonna end up, as long as you're able to maintain your frame in the face of both success and failure. This, of course, manifests itself as calmness in the face of social pressure. To put it simply, in cold approach pickup, women become attracted to you because you're more relaxed than she is. It's all natural, that's all. It might seem strange, but in actuality it's not. The very fact that you approach the girl at all, just even going up to talking to the cutie at your college campus, that alone demonstrates a massive amount of confidence and social value. So once you've approached the girl and gotten her into a conversation, the game is yours to lose. Remember, your looks open the door, but it's your job to walk through it. She'll inevitably become attracted to you because you're a man, you're interesting, and you're attractive because you have a stronger frame than she does. Rule number 5. Relax. You will approach women, and you're gonna make mistakes, that's fine. It's natural. Women don't want you to be perfect. They only want you to be a man. You are not physically perfect, and neither am I. Nobody is. Everything you see on magazines and TV, makeup artists, Photoshop, it's all fake. Nobody's perfect. And that's good because women aren't looking for perfection. They're only looking for a man who has a stronger psychological frame than they do. Rule number 6. She tests your frame to test your masculinity. The two are the exact same thing. Women are attracted to masculinity, of course. I mean, it's no lie that women like a big dude with muscles. Masculinity can be defined as a measure of how much pressure a man can endure without breaking his frame. When you approach a hot woman, she immediately starts trying to break down your frame. She's testing your strength. So if your frame crumbles in the face of her frame, then you lose. So if you just start trying to qualify yourself to her, she knows you're not a man because men have a stronger frame than the woman. So in the case of a woman telling you that you're too short for her, use some amused mastery, tell her you'll go grab your stilts, and then jump right back into the conversation. Women aren't that hard to understand. They just want to be with a strong man, and when she sees that you have a strong frame, she's gonna start getting wet. Rule number 7. Listen, smile, nod, agree, then do whatever the fuck you're gonna do anyway. Just like how we talked about earlier with the amused mastery, women are gonna test you all the time, and they're going to say things that are completely brutal, who would ruin a weaker man. They'll call you ugly, they'll call you a loser, they'll call you fat, they'll call you every word under the sun. And not only that, but they're also gonna feign repulsion for you. An example would be approaching a girl and then having them make a weird face or hell, even pretend to fucking ignore you for the first 10 or 20 seconds. You cannot let this penetrate your mind. You cannot let this shatter your frame. It shouldn't cause any emotional reaction whatsoever inside you. You should just smile, nod, agree. Then depending upon what kind of shit test she's giving you, you'll respond accordingly. So if she's being a straight up bitch, then it's up to you to decide if it's worth the effort. But if she's flirting with you, then go ahead and flirt back. Because we all know that a shit test equals interest. Rule number 8. Chasing hot girls gives you a charge. When you're first getting into game, it's fine to only approach 5s and 6s. Many of these girls will be super nice to you, and that's cool. A lot of them are fantastic in bed. But once you start to get some experience, you're naturally going to want to move up the ladder and start laying 8s, 9s, and 10s. This is a natural instinct, and it's good. It means you're evolving. It's okay to chase girls just because they're hot. They know they're hot. Those girls want you to chase them, and if they didn't, they wouldn't make themselves hot. part of being a man is taking what you want from life, whether it be money, glory, or a very hot woman's ass. It makes you feel like a hunter. Rule number 9. Seducing a 9 is no different from seducing a 5. The process of attraction is exactly the same. You must have a stronger frame than the woman. The only difference is that the hot girl's frame is stronger than the chubby girl's frame. But ultimately, no matter how strong a hottie's frame is, your frame will always be stronger because you're the man. Rule number 10. Women will test you brutally when they want to sleep with you. When you approach any hot girl, she'll test your frame hard to see if it's strong. But this is because she wants to see if you'll buckle to societal pressure, or if your frame will remain calm and consistent regardless of any external feedback. She actually wants to sleep with you, but she needs to test your strength first. Think about it. If a woman is not interested in you, she'll find a way to leave. If a woman's sitting there putting in the effort to act apathetic or uninterested and she's shit testing you, it's undercover covert flirting, and it means that she actually wants to fuck you, but she's testing your strength first. A carefully cultivated test. And the fact of the matter is, most men fail the test because they don't even realize they're being tested. Now, I know we covered a lot in this video, but I promise you the time and effort put into learning game is so worth it. Let's do a quick little recap. Women are attracted to men who have a stronger frame of reality than they do. Having a strong frame means being certain and confident in yourself, relaxed in the face of social pressure, smiling, nodding, and then doing whatever the fuck you were going to do anyways, which in this case means asking her out. And finally, the woman is testing you because she wants to fuck you. If the girl didn't want to bang you, she would have walked away. So that means if you're sitting there talking with a girl and you start hearing some things like, "I don't date guys who are shorter than me," congratulations, she's thinking about fucking you. So don't fuck it up. The next videos in the How to Get Laid Like a Warlord series are going to be covering 2 more topics: mastering your inner game and mastering shit tests. And that's it for today's video, my friends. Live victoriously.